Hello, this is Nox and welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play world. Today is another tour around the area to update you on the villager trading area, and if we've got time I might show some of the industrial as well. So we're just going to take a little head through the nether and head there now. Oops, did not want to go in there. Okay, so this is my nether hub currently. It's relatively small at the moment, but I wasn't sure how much space I was going to have because you can see this is where the portal down there to the raid farm is. So I kind of had to make something small to begin with to decide, just to have something to start with having the tunnels going all the directions to be safe. So this is what I came up with at the time, and because I was doing a cavey kind of feel in the base, I decided to do something cavey on this side as well. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep this or if I'll just extend it and make it bigger, because I now know that I have got more space that I can work with, sort of up to about here, so I can sort of expand it and make the actual hub a lot bigger. And there will be portals in each of these directions as well, which will all link back to my main base. But this is what I've got for a start. The actual tunnels, I've gone through a couple of different designs and I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with them at the moment. So I think I may just leave them until the update and potentially use some of the new blocks, possibly the deep slate, because that looks very, very nice. Okay, this portal here will take me directly into the zombification curing area, and that's the central area for the actual village itself. But what we'll do is we'll go in via this one, because this is where I brought them all in initially, so I could zombify them and then do that a number of times in curing to get the good discounts off of it. So this is my little zombification curing area. It's a design I came up with myself, so I bring the villagers in and I would have a minecart here and a job block here and a bed over here, so it'd obviously link to everything and it'd be fine. And then I could, if it was like the books, I could re-roll the trades as many times as necessary until I got the one I wanted, then send him over to Zed here. We'll get his name up. There he is. Yeah, he's a good lad. He's eating quite a few villagers for me, so I send him in there, and once he's been zombified there's a button, so I can just press the button and they will come back up here. And there's nothing in there at the moment, but that's where I had the splash potions, and I would just cure them up and then decide whether or not the discount trade was low enough. If it was, they'd get sent into here and sort of stored in here temporarily, or if not, I could send them back into the system again just by flicking this, and that changes the direction of the track. And we've got a thunderstorm. Okay, we're going to sleep through that. Last thunderstorm actually set fire to things, so I'm definitely sleeping through that one. Can't wait for the update to turn up and actually have the lightning rods, because that's a pain. And is it going to be? Oh no, it's going straight to day, so that's good. But unfortunately there is a creeper, so we're just going to run this direction a little bit just to get him to despawn, and then we'll go back and start this properly. Har, yes, har. They are funny little things, villagers. This actual village has taken me quite a long time to put together and has been quite stressful because there's been a number of times where there's been crashes and I've lost the villagers. So I've kind of had to start all over again. So you can see that's where the industrial area is, and I just built this kind of simple little wall around the area. I didn't want anything massive like a big medieval type of wall. I just wanted something to kind of section it off. As we come down, we've got some trees and our lampposts. I still need to add a few trees in, so that might be one of the streams this week where I might actually come in and add in the rest of the decorations and fully finish this area off. But if we just go around the outside, and I'll show you some of the decorations and things, and then we'll go in and visit all the villagers. This is just a little pond I decided to add. There was a natural sort of dip here and I just made it a little bit bigger, added in all of the gravel and things on the bottom, and then just a few trees around the outside just to kind of give it a little bit more of an interest. And over here we have Bob. Bob is my pillager guy. He actually spawned just over here-ish. I think it was around here. There was a tree and he spawned within the leaves, so he was stuck. So I decided it would be a good idea to have him here, seeming as there's a pillager outpost, which is the raid farm over there, and obviously they have golems in like prisons, so I decided to keep Bob here permanently in a prison so he can watch everyone. Okay, if we come down here, the first house here was the first one I did, and this is my blacksmith area. This one houses all of the guys that do the tools, the armor and the weapons. And underneath I just decided to make it sort of having the different ores around the bottom, and the anvils, and then some lava as well. So obviously you can smelt down things and reshape them into the tools as if you were actually doing it. This is my door design, because obviously with trapdoors and the space here, a mob cannot figure out that it can get through here. So it kind of gives you the illusion of a door without it actually being a door, because I'm in hard mode. Obviously they would break down the actual doors. And this is where they all live. So they've all got their little beds and their workstations, and they're all quite happy. Yeah, and I've got a really good guy. I think this one here, this is one of the ones that I actually lost and I had to redo, and I'm pretty glad I did, because I ended up with, oops, Unbreaking 3, Silk Touch, and Efficiency 3, all for 1 emerald. So I'm quite happy with that one. But this is their little home here. And the next one I went on to do, yeah, see, this is my kind of chest monsters that I will eventually resolve. My next headache that I went on to is this building here, and I did lose a few from this one as well, which was quite sad. So this is my Librarians. So I didn't do anything too fancy, and I just added the enchanting table and a little bit of leafage and flowers there, and I've got all my villagers in here. Well, same sort of thing. They have their beds and their workstations. For some unknown reason, they're not doing it at the moment, but they sometimes turn around and just stare at these. There we go, see? He's staring at the bookcase, and they seem to get, there we go, they're at it. They're just fascinated by the actual bookcase, and I have absolutely no idea why. They never did that before I did have them roaming around freely, but then it just became too much of a headache and I couldn't figure out which one was which. So they're kind of all locked into place now. And when I want to trade with them, I'll just hop up on top of this and block them from actually getting out. Because as you trade with them, sometimes they'll wriggle around and come out. But I've got all the books that I actually need for everything pretty much in here. And I've got the same sort of setup on the opposite side over here as well. So all my villagers over here again. When I lost them, I did lose a few books, but I don't think it was anything too severe. What did I actually lose? The channeling and Power 5, but I do have a load of them already, so I shouldn't hopefully run out of those anytime soon. And if I do, I'll just have to find another villager and give him a home somewhere. So this was this particular build. I'm not entirely sure I like the roof. Some of it I like and some of it I don't. I may change this one in the future when I've got some new blocks to play with. I kind of like this sort of central bit I like, but it's the side bits and the roof area I'm just not that keen on. This one I really do like, and I'm not very good at roofs, so the fact that I'm envisioning a few roofs in this area that I like is a good thing. But this one, I'm just kind of like, nah, I don't particularly like it all that much. Okay, that sound that you can hear is actually a ton of pistons firing, and what I've actually got under here is a section where there is villagers farming carrots and potatoes for me, and I've also got in there now a pumpkin and a melon farm as well. So it's all contained within a chunk, and it's sort of pretty much around here. You can hear him farming away down there. So they're perfectly happy and safe down there, and this is the sort of centralised portal for the area. It's just something to put in the area to kind of fill it out a little bit. And this behind here will actually be like a little market stall eventually. I'll add that in. I might add in some armour stands. I was thinking of bringing some villagers in, but I've kind of had enough of dealing with villagers, so I think I might just leave that. And obviously that's a stump for another tree to come in. This is the house for the clerics and the cartographers here, so I decided to do a church style build. Excuse me, I had a hiccup there. There we go, and yeah, for some reason they all want to stand on top of their workstations. I'm not entirely sure why they do that, but they do. But these are the only ones that are allowed to free roam, because I kind of like the way I've set up the beds here, so they kind of look like the pews that you have in a church. So they're allowed to still roam around because I haven't lost any of them. And I did do a little bit of a stained glass, but nothing too fancy because there's not a lot you can do in such a small space. But, yep, they love standing on top of their workstations for some reason. Okay. Oh, are they all This guy is always stood here. Doesn't matter how many times. Oh, yeah, you're all going to kill yourself. Oh, they're such idiots. I'm not sure which is more stupid, actually, the iron golems or the actual villagers they're meant to protect. But yeah, so I'm being distracted. Can you stop doing that? So this is a little well area here. And this is meant to be for obviously the the clerics there, they use it for their brewing their potions, and just another tree behind it. Where did the other one go? Oh, he hasn't died yet, but that one's probably going to die very soon. And this will be a site of another tree eventually. Over here we've got the little farmer's house, and I really do like this particular roof. As you would have seen from the first video, first world tour, I've actually been messing around with playing with the granite and the bricks, and I found I actually really do quite like them. If you use them in the right sort of way, they can actually be used, and they will be sort of sputtered in and out of all of the pathways that will actually go all the way around here eventually as well. And I intend to put a little barn over here as well. So in here I've got farmers and which one are they? Leather workers. Yes, it's the leather workers. Farmers and leather workers on this side here. So they've got their little garden out here with all their wheat as well. Not that they can get out there, but they have a nice little garden anyway. And over here we've got the fisherman and the butcher, which is why I was thinking of putting a barn there, so it would have the animals for the leather workers and then the butchers as well. Again, not like they're ever going to go anywhere near them, but that's not really the point. And I've only got a couple of these each because, to be quite honest, I'm probably never going to use them. It's just a case of they're part of the Minecraft villager set, so I decided they needed to be added in, even though I'm probably never going to use them. Still got a little bit more work around the backs here, and I've got this little piece at the back here for the sort of where they could go out and fish eventually. I need to add a few more decorations in there. I've got another tree to pop in, and Enderman keeps stealing pieces of my hill that I built, because this is all fully hand-built hill here, and yes, it's very dark and lots of things spawn in there. But I've not bothered lighting that up because that would just help with some of the mob cap, so it would be taken up over there whilst I'm around. And the last house is the one for the stonemasons and what is it? It's the Loom guys. And again, I absolutely love this roof, and I've done something I didn't think I could ever manage, which is actually use diorite in a build, and not just as a little bit as an accent just there, but actually in the build. And I actually really like it. It actually looks like it is a weathered roof, and it looks really good. So yeah, I will take it back. I don't hate diorite as much as I used to, and used correctly, it can look really nice. So this is their little one, and this was the final one that I actually built as well for this area, for the actual housing units anyway. And I decided to put the banners on as well, just a little bit of extra decoration. But these guys, most of them sell me blocks of quartz and some other useful things. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Fletchers are in here too, and the Loom guys. But I probably won't use them very much, but that's all. I mean, I might eventually, but most of the patterns you can actually get yourself, apart from the pig snout one, which you need to find in a bastion. But that is this little area itself. There are, like I said, there are a few areas like with trees that I need to add in, some the sort of market stall area, and just a general tidying up all around the area. Like I said, I may actually do that on a stream later this week. I think I've got one for Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday and Saturday are the Minecraft streams. It may be the Saturday morning, sort of a 12 o'clock midday stream, that will actually be the one where I'm doing the extra bits in this sort of particular area and trying to finish it off so I can actually complete it, and then taking all of those chests away and probably putting most of it over at the industrial area so that I can use that to continue building in that area. So we're just going to sleep quickly so we don't end up with tons of nasty things jumping out at us. There we go. But as you can see from being here, you can, if I come over here a little bit, you should be able to see the raid farm down here. Yes, Bob. Huh. I know you're there, Bob. Everything that goes wrong in this realm, I blame Bob. It's all his fault. Why is it not coming into render this view? It's not coming up. I don't usually have to get this close to see it. It is literally just over the corner there. But for some reason, it's not showing up at the moment. Well, it is literally just there. The my mushroom is just over the back. Along here. Yes, I can hear some skellies in there. Yeah, you can just about see part of it there. I don't know why this isn't rendering up as well. But yeah, that's where my actual base is over there. Then you've got the industrial district just over this side, and a little bit further sort of behind it is where the witch farm is, but that's actually deeper into the swamp area, so you can't actually see that at all. But also, I don't know if I'll get that to come into render, but literally just over there, just on the inside of the swamp area, is where the villager breeder is. So everything is really quite tightly compacted into an area, with the whole idea is, oh there, we can see the gold farm slowly coming into render. Strangely enough, why it's not showing up as well as it does normally, but I'll have to check the things on that. There we go. So wanted to keep it all nice and compact together, that way when it comes to 117 I hopefully haven't explored too much and I should be able to find new chunks relatively soon. So that's kind of the plan anyway, and there's lots of things to keep me going here. After I finished all the little bits in this area, it'll be coming over and adding some more farms. I need a lot of warped wood for the pathway in there, so I think the next couple of farms that I'll be building will be the ones to get the warped plants, and then one that I can use to deal with all of the trees, so I can make lots of the trees to use for the pathways around there. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to head back over to the portal here, and there we go. I am going to say thank you very much for watching, and the next video on this particular world update will cover the industrial area and the other farms that I've got that I haven't been able to show you as of yet, and that should hopefully be up on Friday. You may actually have another additional one coming out on Wednesday, because I intend to do the dungeon on another SMP that I'm on, so keep an eye out for that, because there might be a special bonus one on Wednesday. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.